Hi, this is Paul Shepherd, and welcome to the Mindset Change Podcast, where changing your mindset can transform your life in ways you can't imagine. Today's episode is a resilient mindset training meditation, which will tap into your subconscious mind, your inner resources, and help you create that growth mindset, which will help you meet the challenges of life and help you grow like you have never grown before. This meditation is something you can do the traditional way with me, or even whilst walking or commuting. I wouldn't suggest doing this whilst driving though. There is a small reflection at the end you may also find very useful. As always, please subscribe so you don't miss an episode. Now, I'm collaborating with the brand New Mind Wellness. I can get behind these guys 100% and recommend their stress support formula for anyone struggling with stress, anxiety, or simply just wants to maintain a healthy mind and body. Now, I use this product as a preventative, and I enjoy the calm and focus I can feel from taking these daily. If you would like to give them a try, then please use Paul20 in the checkout box for a 20% discount off your order. Details are in the show's notes. Just want to say thank you to Sam for the review left on Apple this week, and also my TA buddies Tracy and Victoria for your thoughts on my show over the weekend. It was truly appreciated. It really does mean a lot to hear your thoughts about the episodes, so please keep them coming. Resilience. I would say that resilience is the gift that keeps on giving in life, as it's absolutely essential for a healthy mindset. But it's quite clear that a lot of people are losing or have never really built up their resilient skills. So this meditation may be very handy for them. So let's do this. For those that are doing this the traditional way with me, hopefully you're sat in a comfortable position. I'd also recommend doing this sitting up with your back straight for more alertness. If you need to lie down, then do what works for you. Let's begin with a shoulder shrug. That feels really good. Give them a roll forwards and backwards just to release some tension. I'm letting go of some tension I've been building up this morning. I've been at my computer for a long time. That feels wonderful. How does it feel for you? Just become aware of your breathing. Allow your body to begin to settle. If you're walking, then you might want to just begin to relax your body a little as you become aware of the breath. And with each out breath, just have a little intention to let go and let your mind and body soften a little with each out breath. Now take a nice big deep breath in through your nose and just exhale very slowly out through your mouth as if you're blowing through a straw. And then again, when you're ready, this time as you're breathing out, have the intention of just relaxing your face and jaw, emptying your lungs. And if your eyes haven't closed, allow them just to drop to closing, or if you're walking or it's uncomfortable to close your eyes, just look down towards the floor or to wherever is suitable for you. But just make sure that you're beginning to breathe in through your nose now and out through your nose. Very slowly, very gently, letting your body find its own rhythm. Now, when you breathe in, you trigger the sympathetic nervous system, and this keeps you alert and focused. It's like the gas pedal in a car. When you breathe in, you're putting your foot down on the gas. When you breathe out, you trigger the parasympathetic nervous system, and this is the equivalent of taking your foot off of the gas. And this helps the body relax. The deeper the breath, the more you're triggering the parasympathetic nervous system, and the more your heart rate and your breathing begins to naturally fall into a slower rhythm. When we're stressed, the gas pedal is pushed down, and the sympathetic nervous system takes over, pushing us into survival mode. And you may notice that your breathing becomes shorter and shallower. To take back control, you just focus on breathing out longer than you breathe in, and this takes your nervous system back to baseline and helps you feel more relaxed. If you want to take control even quicker, you can do a double inhale through your nose, one to the belly, one to the chest, and then do that slow out breath. And this releases trapped carbon dioxide, which can build up and make people feel a little bit panicky and tense. When we have control over this system, we can manage stress and anxiety in a whole new way, and this makes us more resilient. Let's do a little experiment. I'd like you to think of something, nothing too heavy, that can trigger a negative feeling. Don't try to control it, but just observe what your body does when you think of this feeling. Observe what your breath tries to do. Is your foot on the gas? Now I would notice that my chest becomes the focal point for my breath. What's happening for you? How does it feel? What else do you notice? Now, take the foot off the gas. Now take a nice big deep breath, and then make sure that your out breath is much longer than your in breath. So you're taking the foot off of the gas. Now, even keeping that thought there, allowing yourself to feel how you feel, keep the breathing going in that cycle. In breath in, but longer, out breath out. And explore with curiosity what happens to that thought and those feelings. When you hold the thought and the feeling in a curious space, they have to change as you are no longer resisting or distracting yourself, which can tell the brain that these thoughts are dangerous and therefore it can increase their intensity. By allowing them just to be there and breathing into them, you're training the brain to reduce the survival response to these thoughts and feelings. And this helps you bounce back with resilience. To develop your resilience skills a little more, the perception that your feelings when anxious are simply your body preparing you for danger. It's the same with the panic attack. Your body is preparing you for danger. And using the breath, you can allow your cortexes, the wise, rational, logical part of you, to have much more in the way of influence. And that's what deep breathing does. You are hijacking your nervous system back. So I'd like you to think of that negative thought again. Become aware of how your mind and body feels. And as you're breathing into it, allowing yourself to experience what you're experiencing, I'd like you to ask yourself this question. Am I really in danger? Or is this a false alarm? Now, what came up when you asked yourself that question? Am I really in danger? Or is this a false alarm? Just imagine what it would do for you if you knew deep in your core that your fears are often an illusion based on little or no evidence. For me, it's liberating. What about you? The more you practice this, the more it will become a natural habit. And just allow your mind and body just to settle for a few moments. And just focus on your center, your stomach rising and falling with each breath. And the last part of our resilience mindset training today is the ability to think about how you will possibly gain from things that seem to have gone wrong. I love a redirect. When things appear to go wrong, it usually points me in a direction where I am going to gain much more than the current path that I'm on right now. Dr. Benjamin Hardy and Dan Sullivan talk about this in the wonderful mindset book, The Gap and the Gain. As an example, I was bullied a lot as a child, and I got lost in blaming, feeling like a victim, wallowing in that story, until I started to develop the insight that I was actually gaining much more than I realized from this experience. I wouldn't be talking to you now without it. I wouldn't have the career I love, the connections to people I wouldn't have met otherwise, and a life I'm truly grateful for. And yet I remember I would have done anything I could at the time, not to be bullied, but also to belong to this group of people whose validation and acceptance I was seeking. And this isn't gloating, but it didn't turn out well for those bullies. They really struggled with life after that. And it was a blessing that I was separated from them to take my own path. It's very easy to focus on the gap, what was lost, what I feel I don't have. The mindset shift is to focus on the gain. What could I possibly get from something that's going wrong in my life? And I can use that past experience as an example. If you haven't already, I'd like you to think about a negative experience from your history, nothing too heavy. And think about the benefits that you have possibly gained from that experience. I know this can be quite tough, but allow your mind with curiosity to explore that memory. See what comes up for you. List as many possible benefits as you can. I wonder what life will feel like for you, knowing that you have a choice whether to focus on the gap or whether you choose to focus on the gain. Take a nice big deep breath and allow yourself to come back to your surroundings, wherever you are. I'd like you to think about how resilience is the ability to bounce back and recover quickly from life's challenges. It's all too easy to get held down at times when something goes wrong and feel lost in how to recover. The problem often isn't the situation we're facing, but our perception of that situation. And guess what we have the power to do? That's right, we have the power to change perception. The power of curiosity will help you explore any unhelpful perceptions that are holding you back. Curiosity really loosens them up and invites the possibility of change. To begin that process, you just need to ask yourself, what are the possible benefits of what I'm facing? And be open to the answers from there. Resilience is the gift that keeps on giving. I promise you, it's something that if you build up, it will change the way you experience life forever. There are some more episodes on mindset and resilience coming up, so please do look out for them. They are going to be essential for our Mindsetters Challenge for 2022. And if you like this episode, please share. Please leave me a review in Apple because that helps people find this podcast. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me, and I hope you have an incredible day.